Hi, this is Chris. Welcome to this week's Tech Tuesday video. We're going to talk today about tips and tricks with Kahoot. Kahoot calls itself a game-based learning platform. It can be used in the classroom before instruction as a pre-assessment, after instruction for a review or a formative assessment, or for both. A lot of people use it for fun. It's been around since 2013 and has expanded its features based on feedback from teachers and other users. Kahoot can be found at kahoot.com. From here, as a participant, you can simply go to enter a game pin. As a teacher, if you don't have an account, the first thing you're going to want to do is sign up. Select your role, and then from here, in some markets, we can choose to sign up with Google. You'll fill in your account details. This is optional. However, your workplace details are required. And you do need to pick a username. You need to check some of these boxes, and then you'll click on Join Kahoot. If you already have an account, you can simply click on Login. And depending on how you created your account, if you chose to create an account with Google or with an email address, click on the Login button to access your account. So now that you're at the dashboard, from here, you can discover what other people have uploaded and made available to the public Kahoots. They are arranged in a nice graphical layout into different areas. The top we've got top picks, and then some featured selections on biodiversity, STEM. NASA's got one on Earth and Space, and then your core content areas. We've got math, history, language arts, science, some basic trivia in Spanish, etc. If you're looking for something in particular, you can search for it, and you can choose to play any of these right out the box exactly as they are. If you like one but maybe want to modify it a little bit, you can make some adjustments to it. Let's say we want to find something about the solar system. And these are a lot of results. Let's say I want to narrow it down to middle school grade level. I can select all 3 middle school grades, click Apply, and now I'm down to about 3,200 results, which is a little more manageable. Just going to grab this top one here. So there are 30 questions, which is probably a little bit more than I would want to use. And show answers. So let's say I like these, but I want to narrow it down because I don't want that many questions. Let me click on more options. From here, I can duplicate. This person has made it available to do so. And now I have a duplicate of the solar system created in my Kahoot dashboard. In order to modify it, you click on it, click on more options, and now I want to make edits to this Kahoot. From here, I can rearrange the questions. I can edit individual questions, duplicate questions, or delete questions. Once I've made all of the changes that I want, say I want to get rid of the first 5, and now I'm down to 25. So I click Save, and now it's saved. I can make more edits if I need to, preview it, play it, or share it. The preview mode is pretty cool because it allows you to do exactly that. Preview in a little virtual device here where you play it exactly as your students would. This is also a good time to talk about some of your game options. In preview mode, you can only play in Classic, but with your students, you can choose to use Team mode, which is a good option if you have limited number of devices in your classroom. These are your game options. You can choose to enable or not the answer streak bonus, which is exactly what it sounds like. If your students are answering multiple questions in a row, they get rewarded with bonus points for doing so. The name generator might be useful if you have some students who are not using good names, good choices when they enter their names. So this generates names for them. The podium gives some extra celebration to the students who are in first, second, and third place. You can choose to randomize the questions and or the answers. Another option, if you are experiencing any difficulties with students who maybe are using bots to flood your game with fake players, you can enable the two-step join. The name generator also helps with this as well. Let me show you what the two-step join does. One word of caution about the two-step join though is if you turn it on, you can no longer turn off the ability to keep your game pin hidden once the game starts. So if this is on, your pin stays on throughout the game. Alright, so let's start this up. And you put in your pin. This is the name generator. This is what it looks like. Students get 3 chances. If they don't like the first one, they can spin again. And they don't like the second one, they can try one more time, and this time they're stuck with it. Now, this is where the pattern comes into play. It regenerates every 7 seconds, so they don't have very long. And if they mess up, they've got to go again. I made that one just in time. Alright, so now I'm in, and there we are, so we're going to start. So this is how Kahoot works. It gives you the question, you have to answer. Alright, so that's about how it works. And let's end the preview. To play it with students, instead of clicking preview, you actually click on play. It launches in a new window, and this is where you go through those same options again. However, this time it will be, you won't have the little preview device on the side. This will be launched in full and students will join and play the game. When a Kahoot is finished, all the way to the end, you can check the reports area, and this is where you can see how your students did. You can download it as a spreadsheet. The advanced report is a premium feature. Save it to Drive. You can play again if your students want to play themselves again, or if you want to have different classes challenge each other, you can choose the option to play again. There's another feature called Ghost Mode, which you might want to do. And if you go back to your dashboard, one of the other options that you have is Challenge Mode. Challenge essentially is creating a homework challenge for your Kahoot where you can assign a particular Kahoot as homework. Choose the end date and time. When you click on Create, you get a challenge link and a challenge pin. You can share directly via Google Classroom or Remind, or you can copy the link and pin and share it through the LMS that you use, for example Canvas, or via email. A few words of caution, you don't want to overuse Kahoot. Your kids can get tired of it, so mix up your formative assessments with other activities. In SimMarcus, you can check out our Tech Expectations page on Rattler HQ to get some ideas of other things that you can try for formative assessments. Scroll down to the section called EdTech Tools and change the category to Formative Assessment. And we have about 12 in there so far that you can look through and see any others that you'd like to try. Alright, now let's talk real quickly about how you can earn a badge for using Kahoot. In Canvas, Kahoot is in Hall of Fame's Level 2. Click on the Kahoot badge where you'll find the badge requirements, which are pretty straightforward. Create 4 Kahoots, use them with your kids, take a picture of your students playing the Kahoot with the Kahoot screen showing in the background, and then explain how Kahoot has positively impacted your students. Click on Next. On this page is where you will actually submit the evidence showing that you have completed these requirements. Click on Submit Assignment in the upper right hand corner, scroll down, choose your file from wherever your pictures are saved. If you need to, you can add another file, and you'll want to also include your text explanation and then click on Submit Assignment. The important part is once you've submitted it and it's been assessed, you'll want to come back to this page and then click Next one more time. This is where you'll actually claim your badge. Until you've claimed your badge, you don't actually have it. That's about it. Thanks for watching. See you next week.